Hey everybody, how's it going? It's been almost a week, I think. That's what Thanksgiving break. Definitely took a nice long break. Even from work, took a few extra days off. And, just really relaxed at home without much worry. So, unfortunately, kind of slacked on uploading videos, but don't worry, I am back now. Well, maybe until Christmas break, but I'm sure this time I'll actually stock up on videos to upload while I'm back home. But so first, a status update. So I think by the time this video goes up, because this is late on the 30th, or I guess early morning on the 30th, I think the collab for the Hunter x Hunter stuff should be ending by then, right? Yeah, there's a day left, so maybe there's a little time left. But I have completed the max lux for, let's see if I can pull that up. As you can see, we got Neferpito and, oops, wrong button. Come on, there you go. Meruem. And of course, Meruem really is really good to max luck. Hopefully, you got the chance to do that. It is difficult if you don't have the right monsters, but once you have the right monsters, it is quite simple. So I was able to get that solid, stable party, and I did spend a lot of medals to get that free. I guess basically 5 drops per turn, but worked out pretty nicely. Now I didn't max luck Kuroro there. Kind of really didn't have the monsters I'd want to do that, and since it wasn't guaranteed drop, I just that's fine. I don't need it. But I did get 20 of him just to make sure that he counts for the Moncho, the crest, whatever badge things. If in case I actually do go full force on max lux. But anyways, that's not what we're here for. Really, we're here to see. We're gonna go over yesterday's monster news, and there's like a bunch of cool new stuff. And first things first, they are gonna start off a new anime short, I guess. It is 40 minutes long, but I believe that's the only episode for that thing. And the cool thing is that the monsters that are featured in this short is actually going to be part of the next event for Monster Strike. So I won't go over that in details because they haven't showed all the abilities for each of the monsters quite yet, but it looks pretty cool and the characters look really nice. Unfortunately, since the New Year's is coming up, not gonna roll for that Hatcher just quite yet, but they do look very nice. Alright, let's move on to the next scene. So, one thing that they announced in Monster Strike news yesterday is that they're gonna have, I guess, a follow-up to the to that license thing that we did right here for the Hunter x Hunter collab. So we're basically gonna do this again, and basically you're gonna do that for standard quests. They again have rewards based on how many points you earn. So this time there's a lot more orbs to get. So if you get 100 points, you'll get 5 orbs. 200, you'll get that divine ascension thingy where you can immediately ascend a monster, and a continue min along that. 300 points, you'll get a divine dragon gem to instant transcend a monster. 400 points, you'll get a Waku Waku min, which will increase the grade of one of your fruits, able berries, and includes 5 stamina mins, which is really nice. And of course 500 points and you will earn 15 sweet orbs. So that means if you complete this extra quest, you're going to get 20 orbs, which is going to be super useful for, again, the new year. So how do you get points? Again, kind of similar to what we did here. So if you log in over the next 25 days while this quest is active, you will earn a total of 350 points. Now they did say that the amount of points you earn will differ per day, so that's why there's no breakdown here, but basically as long as you log in every day, you should get 350 points, which is, I mean, more than enough to get half of the rewards. So just by logging in, you're gonna be halfway done. Now, how else do you get points? Well, kind of same thing as last time too. If you do temple runs as a host, you'll get 70 points total. for doing it 50 times. Again, they haven't shown the individual details, but rather the maximum points you can get for doing all of these stuff. So you'll get a reward at 10 clears, 20 clears, 30 clears, 40 clears, 50 clears, and in the end it'll total up to 70. And that also applies to library quests and normal quests. So as long as you do the temples, libraries, normals 50 times each, you should be able to get those points. But here's an easy one. You just need to earn experience. So you'll get a total of 40 points. Maybe it's 10 points each. I don't know yet. But every 20,000 experience you earn in-game, up to 80,000, you'll earn 40 points total. Not too bad. Play multiplayer. And this one, it doesn't matter whether you're the host or the guest. But as long as you play multiplayer, up to 50 times, that'll earn you 25 points in total. And again, you'll get the reward after every 10 plays. And last but not least, these are probably the easier ones. You just need to get the colored sharls, and once you get 10 of a certain color, you'll earn certain points. Let's see if it actually matches up with what's here. No, I guess you earn much more points this way, so maybe it'll be reduced, but it did say that getting 10 shards of each and then 2 divines will total in 50 points. So I mean, worst case, what do you need to do? Let's say the experience is a gimme, that's 390 totals. Play multiplayer, that might be 415, and then get each of the shards, so 430. So, and then you just probably need to do one of the 3. So if you don't normally do the normal quests, because maybe you're already done with them and you don't need more links, or you don't do library quests, temple runs, you know, just pick one of those and do it 50 times over the course of the month, 25 days. It sounds a little bit scary, but I actually don't think it should be that difficult. And you know, when the reward is, like I said, 20 orbs, maybe 15 additional orbs, since the 5 orbs should be a given, that's a pretty good motivator, I think. All right, next up, they did announce the next not colossal, impossible quest, and looks like we're kicking off a new series, and his name is, I wrote it down somewhere, Enmaten, and it sounds like Enmaten is the god of death, or I guess the king of the underworld in Hindu, in the Hindu mythology series. And looking him up on YouTube, there were some familiar names, which he is I don't know if Yama is a he. Well, let's make sure I don't offend anybody carefully, but Enmaten is also part of the Buddhist culture as well. So it sounds like there's 12 devas, which I guess translates to guardian deities, and there are some familiar names in there. So like I see Indra, Agni, let's see, Chandra, Brahma, and those were all in games. So maybe it'll go to the Indian series. We'll see some of that, or maybe we'll see a whole bunch of death related characters, which I don't know. We have Hades on our side, so that's gonna be interesting. But maybe something like Pluto, right? Same name, but, or same idea, deity idea, but different name. And I'm sure there's many other deities in different religions that we can enjoy and see to take on for this next series of Impossibles. But it should be coming out on, if you're in Japan, December 8th, Friday, at, let's see, that'll be 8 p.m. and for those of you who are in the US, that would be 3 a.m. Pacific time. So just have to stay up a little late, but 3 a.m. is nothing for me. All right, last but not least, we got Transcension news, and this is I'm pretty happy about this, because let's take a look at my box and do it in received order. That's right, that gal right there. It was my very first monster in the Japanese version of Monster Strike, Cinderella. She is getting a Transcension, and I actually in fact have 2 of her, so that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at what she is going to bring to the table. So she is a Pierce type still, and she is going to keep her speed type, and her ability, she's going to increase her Minesweeper up to L, and her damage wall actually goes on to her standard ability. So there is no gauge for the transcended version of Cinderella. Actually, let's see what her other form is. Robot Killer, Majin Killer, and no Gravity Bear. So it looks like none of her ascended form survives, but I don't know. Do many people use this? I don't know. And she has a bash and kick strike shot, and in the other hand, her evil form has a laser strike shot plus some follow-up homings. But her Transcension strike shot, nothing like that. She will turn into a bounce type and also nullifies blocks. And they did say on stream that it was 8 turns for the first and 16 turns for the second slot, so that's an 8+8 strike shot. And we'll have to see the stats. They of course didn't give that value, but there should probably be a we used it video from the official YouTube in the next few days, and definitely looking forward to that. The dragon gems you're gonna have to use is 3 fire and 2 light. So light, I'm running low on light, and actually I do have 2 Beelzebubs that came from the last Transcension news, but I don't have any of the light Charles still. So unfortunately I was a little busy last Thursday, which would have been Friday in Japan time, so I didn't have any time to collect stuff. But as you can see here, I am out of these light ones, and I'm actually sort of low on fire, and I actually don't have, the only reason why I have so many fires is because I actually traded for them in the Dendama event. So anyways, basically, so that was the big tidbits for the last Monster Strike news. Again, I should be getting the groove. I do have some videos that I took, including Tsukuyomi Zero Kai. So hopefully that should come up in the next few days. But yeah, look forward to those videos, and thank you for watching if you're still watching now. And until next time, bye bye.